Hello and welcome back. In this section, we will be looking at the basic, all the key elements of financial statements. So the financial statements and the elements and contents are five. The basic ones, all the financial statements as per the current accounting standards and the statutory requirements must have below. So there are 5 elements. Balance sheet, which is also called statement of financial position. So we will be learning that in more details. Statement of profit and loss, we will be also be learning this in more details in the coming videos. Statement of changes in equity, we will be just be overlooking it. We will not be diving into too many details. It's not that really important, and also it's complicated. Statement of cash flow, so we will be learning that into more details as well, because that provides a lot of information about the statement about the financial position of the company, much better than the balance sheet and profit and loss can. Then there will be notes on significant accounting policies. So these are actually only an explanation of what are the accounting assumptions and basic estimates that has been used in preparing the financial statements, and more information about the balance sheet and statement of profit and loss. So we will be looking at it while we look at the balance sheet. So there will be no separate lecture on this one. It will be combined into the balance sheet and profit and loss and cash flow. Okay, so the basic format, I mean, as I said earlier, there is no defined format. So but the format that I am presenting here is belong to a company called Reliance in India. This is in Indian rupees. Sorry, I that are the basic the balance sheet format. So here you can see the balance sheet. It has a very specific requirement, which is it has to be on a certain date. It has assets, it has liabilities, and on the one other side the balance is tallied together. Then there is a notes section, which is going to refer to the notes schedule, where you can find more details about these lines. Then you have statement of profit and loss. It says income, expenses, and then the other comprehensive income. So we'll be looking at it in these things into more details in future, in the coming videos. Statement of changes in equity. Then you have cash flow, and you will have notes of the standing financial statement. And then there is a small note about, I mean, it's not a complete note. We will be looking at now. These financial statements, do we think that these cannot be a loss, or can there be fraud in balance sheet? In the previous sections we learned, for example, we learned that companies directors performance are linked with the sometimes linked with the company's performance. So in this particular case where we show the Mercury, there was a company named Mercury in 1997 in US. That company's CEO's performance, the bonus was linked to the company's earning per share ratio. So what happened is they inflated the revenues of the companies to show a better performance for the company, so that the CEO can get the bonus from the company, from the shareholders, right? But that was not the reality, because they recorded false revenue, false transactions. So in these in our coming videos we will be looking at it, what are the indications, how we can know if there is something wrong with the financial statements. We cannot know for sure, but there are certain indicators that we can look at. We need to look at comparable. That's why it is important to read the notes, so that we can make sure the concepts or the accounting assumptions, estimates are consistently applied over a period of time. And then there will be ratio analysis what we will be doing, so that we can understand the indicators. Okay. So in the next video we will be looking, in the next section we will be looking at more details of the balance sheet. We will be looking at what are the fixed assets, what are the items, what are the liabilities, and then in future videos we will be looking at other elements of the financial statements. So stay tuned. Thank you.